Alright, so
Damn it.
today I'm just gonna be talking about the things going on with that situation with sykkuno and stuff. Because I'm gonna be so for real. It is so divided. Like, you have no idea how divided it is right now. And in my honest opinion, I think they're both stupid. And here's my reasons why, as to why they're both stupid. And the reason why is because, for starters, yes, sykkuno is shitty for that. Let's establish that first and foremost. He is kind of stupid of doing that, but at the same time,
I'm all worked
it's
out.
like they posted it on their story. I mean, I'm sorry, they posted it on their Google Doc talking about um uh oh, he's predatory and all that stuff and yada yada yada, when you were literally the one that initiated the conversation in the first place. So it's like, well, like, you know, for the shits and giggles, that's understandable. But it's like, why would you still, you know, try to engage in that sort of conversation when you know that, you know, doing that kind of thing is collectively seen as, like, not weird, but, like, you know, not distasteful either, but just kind of dumb, you know? Like, this is an established creator, you know that they're big, you know that they have a, you know, fan base that is catered to parasocials.
Time to collect.
So you kind of chiming in into that realm of, you know, fan base, it's almost like you're asking for something to happen, you know? And, you know, out of this entire thing, I've seen a lot of back and forth between people talking about, um, oh, Bao was right, oh, you know, these victims deserve a whole lot better. Twitch, one, yes, they do deserve better. I think they should have done that, or, like, have been done that way, the way that they were done. But again, I state, they're consenting adults. They're grown people. They know what they're doing. And, you know, dates are being so out of line right now, because people are talking about how some of the dates don't line up with some of the things that they're claiming to have happened. But, like, come on, dude. If you... Like, I'm sure they were not aware about the things that would further happen. But then it's like, once everything happened, all of a sudden, you want the light to be on the guy that did you wrong.
You help him out again, you'll get 1,000
So it's
lashes next
like,
we meet. And when I return,
what is going on?
better be up there
And then that video
get 1,000 more.
that was on the Google Doc doesn't make her look any better at all,
Good morning, or whenever.
She's gone.
because,
Oh,
like,
I'm just fine, thanks, Prince. That
I'm gonna be
furious
repeating a
sister,
lot of
she
words,
is
so it's
quite
my
a
fault.
lass, I
I'm
have
like,
to say,
on
and
one hand, I'm
could be
being focused on the game, on the
very
other hand,
strong.
but
And
there's,
she
like,
could
no other
patrol
way for me to,
Bolivia
like,
better than
do
I.
commentary. But anyway, yeah,
Sure thing.
the video
Pleasure.
is in
Oh
the Google
my.
Doc, and then she says some crazy out of line shit. Like, you're expecting me to take your side over the person that apparently has been dogpiled like heck, and then just for girls coming out of the woodworks being like,
Smashing.
this is why guys are yada 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 yada, or like, girls deserve better, sykkuno deserves da 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 da.
But lately she has channeled it in manners
When
more
really,
agreeable to me.
it's both sides that deserve the heat. Because you cannot be saying
The War God's power.
that one side should be taken over the other, while, you know, one of the sides is not looking any better than the other. Because you telling me that they said some stuff about, oh, keep me updated on your girl. Like, what? You don't say that.
Now.
You don't say that if you got played, buddy. Like, if you're that parasocial,
Delicious.
just say that you just wanted attention. Because it's not like... Because people are still going to see you as a bad person regardless. You don't look any better than the other person. You just wanted to, like, have the backlash not be all up on you. You wanted it to be all up on Sykkuno. And again, this is not me defending Sykkuno. This is me saying that both sides should have had some sort of accountability. Like, the fact that we're in the big 2026 and there's people lacking accountability, not taking the full brunt to the chin and just accepting it as what it is, it's just like, it's stupid. Because we are grown adults and yet we're acting like children, not taking accountability for our actions,
Power of the gods.
not doing the adult thing and taking matters into our own hands and saying, you know what, this was me, I did it, I shouldn't have done it, and I was the one that initiated everything, so really it is my fault and it is also theirs for doing what we did. But nah, bruh, we just point fingers, call it a day, move on, call someone else a misandrist and all that stuff. Misandrist, misogynist, either or. It's just a fight between the two. Like, can we please be ethical in the year of 2026 where we just don't choose sides mindlessly? I don't care if you fence it, bro. You need to have a common sense of mind to look at what you're reading and what you're taking in knowledge-wise. Because we can't be this stupid, dude. Like, we really can't. We really cannot. We really cannot be this stupid right now, man. We've come so far as a society that we're regressing as the years pass. Like, we're taking sides over what we see first and seems easier to take in over than a logical thought process and taking in the information and then saying, okay, let's assess the situation here. Who's right and who's wrong? Let me find some extra context on this and see if there's anything else that I need to know before making my opinion. Instead of saying, oh, this guy did this, I knew it, I hate him. He should go explode or something in Minecraft. And that should never be the case to begin with. I think we should all have common sense of mind and take things with a grain of salt until further proof. And I think that's fine. I think that's logical. I don't see how that's an issue. I don't see how that's a problem. People make it a problem because they want you to be on their side and because they want you to fit the narrative and have someone that they apparently don't like deplatformed. When that really shouldn't be the case. And if you have an issue with people, settle it privately. Don't be a baby about it and just cry about it on Twitter in public where millions can see, and then for things to be misconstrued, like,
That's better.
things to be misconstrued out of proportion, where one narrative fits the others and all that good stuff. But nah, man. Nope. Just nope. Nope. We just forget about it. We just go Neanderthal mode and choose one side.
Electo.
Now, I will say that stuff with Muujin, I do not agree with. I just don't agree with it. And the reason why is because he jumped the gun a bit too quick without giving it some time to marinate. And, talking about, one side exclusively and not taking the others. I've seen the tweets, I've seen the things that people are saying. I just don't agree with it. I just really don't. I don't agree with it. I think he should have taken this stuff a little better. And if people think that me saying all this is me defending the dude, then you know what? You're not worth my time to argue with, because if you're just gonna jump to conclusions, then why do I even bother talking in the first place? because it's just not right. You claim to be a mature adult. You claim to have, you know, a sound mind and being the good one and,
That's
you
that
know,
guy.
being on the right side of history and
I'll
all
take
that
that.
stuff. When in the end, you're just picking sides a little too quickly. You're not taking your time to process
Well,
things. You're just
Father.
consuming things quickly and like
Tartarus has
a
proved
speed
unable
run
to
type of
contain
way and just be like, oh, this information, all right, this has to be
Which
true
one?
because everyone's saying that it is. And it's really not.
Okay.
Like, you're really not mature. You're immature. You're not smart in the sense of taking
Explore.
information in. You just keep on consuming information and then jumping to conclusions when that's the most unhealthiest thing you can do. And of course, you
Learning
know,
your
the
ways.
average people in the woodworks, you know, the actual misogynists, I just say, oh, this is all women's fault, or oh, this is all men's fault, the misandrists. Those sites can honestly suck it. They can honestly suck it. Because they just keep on finding reasons to say that and to just discredit a lot of people. And I honestly agree that they shouldn't be talking because they're just going to keep on using the same points, the same remarks, and nothing will ever be resolved with them because they're just going to keep on having a diluted mindset of it is all men's fault, it is all women's fault. They should not have any sort of opinion whatsoever on either side. Yada yada yada. And all that shebang. So I honestly think... Sorry, let me rephrase that. I honestly wish and hope that these things can be resolved soon and without any further conflict. Because,
Thanatos.
excuse me, because one thing about
I can't stay
me
long, so
seeing
how
all
about we
this
get this business over
is just
with?
seeing a bunch of people that I've been watching for a while now
Make this quick.
having biased takes and sticking to one side of the story instead of being actually be reasonable and go with another side. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Taking the time to like actually take in the information and come to an actual rational conclusion instead of just saying, I believe this person because, you know, this, and that. And in the end of the day, that should never be the case. I think nobody should stick to one side. I think people should have good, healthy opinions and come to a conclusion on
Chamber
their own.
secured.
Sorry, that was very inappropriate
You've
for a
had your
time like
hands
this.
full.
Wait,
That's my opinion, at least. I mean, people can disagree with me. I could care less, but this is my stance on it. And I honestly think that if you just have a biased take on one side, then I think you're just kind of dumb.